Every time they had dinner, they would all look up at the ceiling together, because if the chandelier started swaying again, it meant a woman was about to be tortured. Annie crawled to the living room with all her strength, hoping the camera on the cabinet could capture it. Her husband quickly dragged her back inside, but when her husband finished venting his anger, she took out a gift from her bag and threw it in front of Annie, who was already pregnant. Her husband then asked what fruit she wanted to eat. Annie quietly said she wanted to eat fruit. The man immediately took out money and handed it to Annie, telling her to go buy it herself, but he couldn't have imagined that Annie, who came to the supermarket, not only didn't buy strawberries, but actually bought a tub of ice cream that pregnant women can't eat. Then she sat alone on the street corner until late at night. Only when she confirmed her husband was asleep would she come to the bathroom to eat ice cream. The next day Annie went to work, but before it was time to get off work, she received a phone call from her husband urging her to come out quickly. Annie could only leave early. Before getting in the car, she secretly turned on her phone's recording, but as soon as Annie got in the car, her husband complained she was moving too slowly. Facing the scolding, Annie chose silence, but when she secretly placed her phone beside her, she noticed the navigation destination was an unfamiliar place. At this point, her husband changed the subject. He said now that the baby was about to be born, he wanted to take Annie on vacation. But then the scene shifted. Annie returned to her mother's house alone. She first washed all her clothes, then cleaned herself. But by the next morning, Annie had only stayed at her mother's house for one night before preparing to leave. Just as she was waiting for the elevator, she received a phone call. The caller said Annie's husband had gone missing.